Alright guys, welcome back to workout number 3. Today we're focusing on the core. Alright, it's going to be all core centered, a little bit shorter today. Let's get right into the warm-up, go into a tabletop position. We'll start with some cat cow. So lifting that chin up, and then tucking it in and arching the back. Do it a few more times. Hi, Oji. You want to do some stretches? So we're doing more than just the abs today. Go ahead and sit back into a child's pose. We're doing the abs, the obliques, and the lower back, all parts of the core. So we want to stretch all those parts out. Push back into a tabletop, do a few more cat-cows. Lower your chest down to the floor. Push up slowly. Straighten your arms out. Do a cobra. And let's get it started. Meet me in a high plank. In 3, 2, 1. Just hold it here, and if you want to challenge yourself, instead of just holding it still, lift one leg up at a time. We're holding this for 1 minute, guys. If you need to drop down to your knees back into that tabletop position, feel free to do that too. Make sure you're breathing and make sure you're keeping that core super tight and engaged and flexed. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Lower those knees down. We're going to lay on our side for this next exercise. You have a few seconds to get there. And once you're here, in 3, 2, 1, we're going to do a side crunch. So we're lifting up just a little bit, lifting our shoulders and our feet up off the floor and just crunching those obliques right here. I like to go up until I feel my elbow touch my hip. This other hand that's on the bottom, I'm just placing it right on the side of my head, near my temples, because I don't want to use that arm or that hand to push up off the floor to help at all. I want all of the work coming from these obliques right here. And same thing with those feet. You want to lift those up at the same time that your head and shoulders come up. And that's what's going to use or engage those oblique muscles. All right, take a break and flip over to the other side. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. In 3, 2, 1, go ahead. When you go up, breathe out. When you go down, breathe in. Every time, every repetition, you're breathing. So with this 21-day workout series, I'm trying to focus on a rotation of upper body, lower body, core, and cardio, and just keep cycling through those. Switching it up with different exercises every time, trying to hit every muscle group as we go along. You have 3 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. We're going to repeat those exercises one more time, so go back into a high plank, guys. You have a couple seconds to get there, and then we'll start the work. Ready? Here we go, high plank. If you want that challenge, lift your leg up as you hold it. Alternating legs. Not rocking the body back and forth, but just holding it nice and still. Or like me, you can just hold it here. If it gets too tough for you, feel free to drop down into a tabletop if you need to. Challenge yourself. See if you can hold yourself up here for a few seconds at a time, or for the whole minute. Tuck your belly button in so you know your abs are engaged. You have 10 seconds left, guys. 3, 2, 1. All right. Drop back down onto that mat, onto your side. Take a really quick breather. We're gonna go right back into those oblique side crunches. So you're lifting not just your feet, but try to lift those knees up off the mat as much as you can. Mine are really only coming up maybe about 1 inch off the mat. And same thing with my shoulder. But if you do that, you should feel it in your sides and your oblique. Making sure we hit the whole core all the way around 360 degrees. Because a lot of times people say, oh, I want to work my core, but really what they mean is just their abs. It's important to keep it balanced. Anytime you do an ab exercise, you want to balance it out with some lower back exercises and some oblique exercises too. So you're not just building up one side of your body. All right, switch to the other side. Sorry, I didn't give you guys a warning on that one. All right, same thing, go ahead. 1 minute of oblique side crunches. After this, we're going onto our bellies. We're going to do Supermans. I'll show you a few variations that we've done before here in the Start Somewhere series. Supermans are meant for working the back muscles. So as I was just saying, you want to work front, back, and side. Seconds left. Stay strong, guys. Keep crunching. Make sure you're still getting that shoulder up off the floor. I just caught myself just lifting my head and not my shoulder. Gonna lift that torso up and lift those feet up. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and roll over onto your stomach. So prone position. We have 2 more seconds, and arms out, legs out, and slowly lift arms and legs at the same time. Do a few repetitions of that, and then watch me for some alternatives. So we can go up and down at the same time, or go opposite arm, opposite leg, and alternate. And the last version is up at the same time, arms and legs, and then pull back into a skydiver. So you're up, pulling the elbows back, pulling the heels forward. Should feel that strengthening your lower back. Don't want to do this fast, because if you do, you might strain your back a little bit. Do 1 more. And then we're going to roll over onto our back for some ab bicycles. So on your back, let's get right into this one. Feet up, knees up, touch opposite knee to opposite elbow, and then switch. Go at whatever speed you feel comfortable with. You can go as slow as I'm going, or go a little bit faster like this. If you need a little bit of an easier modification, you can bring that bottom foot all the way down to the floor. Each time you switch like this. No matter how you do it, it's going to be great. Just do your best. And as always, make sure you're breathing. You can also bring both of your feet down to the floor like this, and just bring one knee up at a time. 3, 2, 1. Back over onto your stomach, back into the Superman. One more time for each of these. Superman, one more time. Bicycles, one more time. I really like doing the skydivers because we just don't move that way as often throughout the day, bending backwards like that. So it just feels really good to lift up and strengthen those muscles and stretch them out. Ten seconds left. All right, 3, 2, 1. Flip on over. Lay on your back. And then 3, 2, 1. Last set of bicycles. Make sure you're breathing with these guys. Breathe, breathe, breathe. I was doing these with my students a couple of years ago, and one of my students told me that when he did these, he felt like he was a turtle that got flipped over on their shell and was trying to get themselves back up, and now I can never unsee that. You guys have 3 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Take a break and then go back over into a tabletop position. And we're going to do bird dogs. So extend that arm out and extend the opposite leg out at the same time. Keep your head neutral. Nice and steady movements. Make sure that your leg is getting up nice and high, about parallel to the floor. Once again, strengthening the muscles of the lower back. This is also good because if you were with me for day 1 and day 2, we did some glute work and some shoulder work, and this exercise is coming back around to those two. If you're sore from those muscles, this might help just move some blood, circulate some blood through there and get them feeling good. 3, 2, 1. We're sitting down for this one, and we're going to go into a Russian twist. So, sitting on your butt, lift your feet up if you want to, or you can keep them down on the floor, hands together, going side, side, twisting, working those abs and those obliques. It's a little bit harder if you do lift your feet up off the floor, so feel free to challenge yourself, but if not, do whatever works for you. As always, I like to go back and forth. I try to challenge myself for a few reps and then ease it up for a few. Just my main thing is that I keep moving. If you have a weight nearby, you can grab a weight. That'll make it much, much harder. I'm good without one for tonight though. Whew. 10 more seconds, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into the bird dog. We're doing one more of each of these. One more bird dog, one more Russian twist, and then we're done. Extend your arm out, extend your leg out. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Nice and slow and steady. Nice thing about this is that we get to give our abs a break while we're doing this, because this is mostly in the lower back. Still keeping your abs engaged, but they get to just relax for a minute before we go back to that last set of Russian twists. Three, two, one. Back on your butt. Last set of the day, right here. Here we go. Russian twists for 1 minute. Twist. Engage your abs. Engage your obliques. And breathe. The higher up sitting, the easier it's going to be. The more you lower yourself down, the harder it's going to be. So stay at whatever level is comfortable for you. Whatever speed is comfortable for you too. Ten seconds left. Let's count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right. Flip on over. Let's end it the same way we started. Push back into a child's pose. I did these in workout number 2 also. Probably one of my favorite stretches to do. I like that you feel it in your quadriceps, in your glutes, in your lower back, in your shoulders. And it just feels really good, especially after a long day. Come on back up to a tabletop. Do some cat-cow. You stretch the lower back when you arch your back. You stretch the abs. You push down. Drop down, lower your chest down to the floor. Slowly lift up, up, up. Extend your arms. And you're all the way up into a cobra. Take a few deep breaths. Back up into tabletop. Let's come up into standing. Do a few twists, side to side. Stretch out those obliques. Let the arms swing a little bit. Get that blood circulating. Lift one arm up over your head and tilt to the side. Stretch out those obliques over here. Switch sides. And tonight, give yourself a high five or today, this morning, whenever you're doing it. Great job. You guys made it through workout number 3. I'll see you next time for workout number 4. Great job.